Hey YouTube, this is Gaster14, reporting for another update video on my layout. If you can't hear me, it's because of my fan and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and start off with some names that I'd like to start saying. Golden State 4449, buddy of mine, he's on YouTube. His name of Golden State 4449, so I'd like to just send a shout out to him. Another shout out is the SWMRR, Southern Western Maryland Railroad. All of these locomotives will be seen in the video. Now you're probably wondering, where's the Santa Fe A and B unit and the P42 that I had? Well, those were sent off. Both of those units were sent off for a trade that I just managed to do. And right now we're going to see what exactly I traded it for. So the first one is Norfolk and Western Heritage Unit. Let's see. It's an AC 4400 CW diesel. It has DCC and lights. And overall, I must say this is a great locomotive. It does take a little bit to get the locomotive going. We're going to back her up more so you can see the other one. So at speed 13 is where she starts moving. On my controller, probably just because my layout's probably screwed and all that craziness like I said before. I'm just going to go ahead and park her right over there. Turn the lights off. Now the next one that I have is a different one, and she's actually hauling the newest freight cars that I've gotten on my layout. So on the other one, on this one, there are ditch lights on it. Now the guy who I traded, his YouTube name is Model Trainman 1985. He's a great guy. If you're looking to trade anything or ask him a question about trains or what to do, like how to do a truck mounted coupler, take a truck mounted coupler off and put it onto on the chassis put it on the frame coupler. You can ask him about anything. He knows the answer pretty much, and he answered all my questions that I had and all that stuff. Overall, I like this. I like the Southern 8099 the best. It looks the best. I do like the ditch lights. I'll probably add sound to it and hopefully maybe reprogram the lights to where when I want the horn to blow, I want the lights to go back and forth. So maybe I'll be able to do that at some point in time. 8103 does not have the ditch lights on her. Let me go ahead and turn the lights off on this one so I don't burn them out. There she is. So she does not have the ditch lights on her. She just has the nose lights. I talked to one of my buddies, and he said that he preferred the lights when they're up there, up here. I like these a lot. These are the first DCC diesels that I have. Now, if you look up Model Trainman 1985, you will see that he has my Santa Fe A and B unit number 41 and the P4 and the Amtrak P42 phase. Hell, I don't know, phase 4 or something. And yeah, he's great. And he has already added DCC to the A unit and the B unit. I think I'm pretty sure he already has. And then he's also added DCC into the P42 soon, and he's gotten now running, and he's already put all the little details on it and all that. And so I like him. He's a fun guy. He's easy to talk to. I think he's easy to talk to. Anyway, about the TTX cars, the TTX cars I got a few days ago. Let me go ahead and pull 8099 forward a bit so you can get a better look at them. These are Atlas models. These are Atlas TTX cars. I'm going to go ahead and uncouple them from 8099. Let's keep them coupled. They couple pretty easily. They roll really smoothly. Here, I should take them off so you can see how easily they roll. So this is just a roll. And they roll pretty well for these are pretty heavy cars. They got plastic couplers. The way they come in the box is that is the middle section is disconnected. So there's a screw on the bottom of the control. Not on the bottom of the control, but on the bottom of the truck here. And then you have to take the shell. You have to take both shells off, which is not easy to do. I could only take one off. I think it was this one that I was able to take off. This one here, just because of the way it was because the screws on this one were too tight for some reason. I couldn't get them off, so I was able to get them on just fine. The steps come off if you want to take steps off, for ease of turning, I guess, or something. I don't know. Overall, these cars are great, and also another thing that I traded with to get these two diesels from Model Train Man 1985. God, not talk today. Probably didn't notice, but I managed to offload my Amtrak Streamline cars. I do still have the double-decker cars. He originally wanted those, but those are the first concern. I was redoing my layout. I needed a Superliner set. I probably just need to get more cars like that. But oh well. Let's see. The layout has not come along anymore. I haven't been having any issues, but yeah, as you can see, the layout hasn't actually progressed anymore. Don't know the word. Yeah, it hasn't gone any farther than it has, and it's been since the last time I made a video. This is just an update for the trains, just what I've gotten and what I've given up and all that. Another thing that I've been working on is that I've been working on building a new diesel engine, articulated diesel engine. I took apart my long car. I was going to do a thing for a Lego store, building a diesel locomotive, building a DD40AX, but I decided I put that project on hold. Just because I didn't have enough time on my hands. I also got an organizer, so I've been ultra busy. I've taken apart a boxcar, which was an Amtrak boxcar. That's what this frames came from. It actually came from a different set of mine. It came from an Amtrak Metroliner set. That's no longer available to anybody unless you find it on YouTube. I've taken the motors out of these guys, because I only have 4 motors. Should have 5. Oh well. Wherever that other one went off to, I'll find it later. I'll deal with it later. Whatever. Yeah. Anyway, moving on back to the HO trains, which is more fun. And Lego trains. I mean, the Lego trains are great, but I mean, I'm kind of losing interest. I'm kind of getting more into the HO gauge stuff. Anyway, let's keep moving on. So, this Christmas, one thing I am hoping to get for Christmas is a Broadway Limited 4112 cab forward AC4. Yeah, AC4. And if I don't get that, then I'd be hoping for a Broadway Limited GS4 number 4449 in the daylight scheme. Or, and if I don't get that, I'm hoping for some then Broadway Limited coaches so that I can hook them up behind my Bachmann Bachmann AFT 4449, which is kind of hidden there because as you can see I have 4 steamers now. Well, no, 5. Yeah, wait. Yeah, 5. I have 5 steamers. I was looking for some other steamers, and I'm still trying to expand on my steamers. There's no unfortunate thing about it. It's just that I just haven't had time to actually go out and buy anything. Oh yeah, and then one thing I do really like, I wanted to talk about River Rossi a little bit. Now, when I bought my Challenger, she had this truck on her. I wasn't missing the wheel before, but I took the wheel off to put it on the truck she has on now. The wheel was screwed up. And it didn't have the drawbar on her, and the rivet, because the rivet was, broke off. So then I contacted River Rossi. Well, when I was there at the train show, one year when I was there at the trade show when I bought the Challenger, there was a guy at the River Rossi tent who thought my Challenger was the best year Challenger that they made. So I asked him I told him about this, and he said, and I didn't know about the issue then, but he had told me if I need anything, just contact him and he'll be sure and strip it out immediately. So he did that. And he sent me a truck. He sent me this. This is the first truck he sent me, and this truck was partially burned. I don't know how, but it was just it became quite clear that something had happened to the something bad had happened, because it came to me like that, and not in pieces though. I mean, it was all together, but I mean. That's a big hole for an axle, and it didn't turn. So I took it off, put the other wheel from this one on there. Actually, these are yeah. And then I called them and said, this one is not running right. Can you send me another part? And I took a picture of it and told him about it. So then he sent me another part, and that's the one that's on there now. And it still doesn't run right, but you know what? It's the best I can do. I mean, I'm changing this corner anyway. It's going to go from pretty much where it is now to right where the GG1 is, and then start the turn there, because there's a bit of a dip right there, if you can see it. It does go down just a little bit, and I would like to change it up just a tad. And I guess that's really it. I've only received these 2 diesels and the TTX cars. I've spent all my money so far on the layout, but this weekend I should be doing more on I don't know. Halloween's coming up, and so by the time Halloween comes up, I probably should have at least this corner done, at least down to there, at least down to where the fan is. I should have a lot more of the track laid out. I have these trucks there for a few other things that I'm doing with the layout, and just adding a few more stuff here, reorganizing this. We need this space here for keeping stuff from hitting everything. And of course, my makeshift yard, got all my passenger cars up front, and the TTX cars go right there. I'm going to have to build a yard at one point. I know I will. But as you can see, I don't really have much room to build a freight yard or a passenger yard. And not to mention, my controller can't handle a yard. It shorts out immediately. So I guess if you guys want to comment on the video on the comment area, ask me any question. I'll try and answer it as best I can. the Lego trains, no, I don't know where I was going on with that, but anyway, yeah. If you have any questions about anything, or if you want me to do like you want to know more about the bridge, or the Formula 1 car sitting back there, or my G-gauge stuff, or anything really. I mean, if you want to know anything that's on more about why it's on my layout, ask me a question. I'll either do a video response to you, or I'll just comment on it. But if you've stayed this long, I would like to also, if you've stayed this long, great, because now you can hear about the Southern Western Maryland Railroad, which is actually coming along nicely. Today, another member of the SWMRR is doing a video. I think he'll be putting it onto the SWMRR YouTube page. He's doing his a birthday / Halloween special. So if you check that out, that'd actually be really cool. I'm part of the Southern Western Maryland Railroad, and Golden State 4449 is part of the Southern Western Maryland Railroad. He's Golden State GS 4449. I just want to call him Roderick Irving. Founded the SWMRR. I'm the, not just quote, co-founder of the website. Or I guess the manager of the website, I guess. I don't know. I'm part of the team, so we all do our part as best we can, and we hope people like you guys, like the subscribers, can help us along and keep the website going, because we don't want to have anything happen to our website. So 8099 will now say her goodbye as she comes past. And so will 8103. Alright, thanks YouTube. This has been Cadillac 14 signing off for now. Thanks guys.